A college professor in D.C. has revealed she's been pretending to be black her entire career. Jessica Krug, she's an associate professor at George Washington University and has written extensively about Africa and Latin America, all while claiming her own black and Latina heritage. But in an article published on Medium.com yesterday, she apologized. She revealed she's white and Jewish. She grew up in a Kansas City suburb.
Wait a second. Not only is she white, she's super white. She grew up in fucking Kansas City, fucking Utah, dude. Holy shit. First of all, let me just say, the funniest thing from this fucking description is that out of everything that person said, at no point in time did her being black become a requirement. Like, you don't need to research black topics or Africa or Latin America, and then you need to be Latin American and black. Like, literally, her identity has nothing to do with anything. Like, that's like if you were reading a book about fucking, race relations or fucking politics, history, whatever it may be, and then you looked at the author and you go, he's not black, I ain't reading that. Or fucking, he's not white, I ain't reading that. It's like, why the fuck does that matter? Like, why did this bitch, you could tell already this is one of those fucking LARPer motherfuckers. Like, it ain't about her message or her belief that, if I was black, my message sounds better. It probably was. Like, what the fuck are you going to say? Like, it's all anecdotal. Even if you were black, it'd be anecdotal. That'd be less impressive. The most impressive things are, like, fucking people like Robert F. Kennedy or people who actually do the research and write the shit they're going to write. Like, it literally has everything to do with what you do and not what you are, right? But it's really unnecessary, and what I love is that this is literally just, like, a self-esteem boost or, like, some mental issue that's getting assuaged. Like, just like Rachel Dolezal. Like, you remember that bitch where she's like, she pretended to be black so she could be part of the NAACP? Which, again, you don't need to be black to be part of that NAACP. Like, I don't know why these bitches think they need to be black. Like, at no point in time, if you were white or black, do they fucking care. Like, they'd be like, all right, you're black. All right, you're white. Like why the fuck would you pretend? Other than you get your fucking jimmies off and she's just sitting there rubbing her clit going, oh my god, I'm fucking black, finally. This is some weird shit, bro.
All while claiming her own black and Latina heritage. But in an article published on Medium.com yesterday, she apologized. She revealed she's white and Jewish. She grew up in a Kansas City suburb. Her story is not unlike Rachel Dolezal. Remember her? She's another white woman who claimed
they go to OG right there, bro. That's what I love. What I love is the fact that she's legit. Like, now Rachel Dolezal is the OG. You need at least two people in order for an OG to be born. And right now, Rachel Dolezal is the fucking OG.
She was black while teaching Africana studies at Eastern Washington University. She even...
Wait, hold up. This was 5 years ago? This big four-headed bitch fucking came out of the fucking transracial closet 5 years ago? Oh shit, okay.
Was the head of her local NAACP chapter. One of Jessica Krug's students said that she used a lot of Spanish in her speech, always changed the exact place she said she was from, even said the N-word when it was in texts that the class was reading.
Wait, hold up. Dude, this is what I love about this description. First of all, again, you could use Spanish in your speech, like, you could be a fan of Spanish. Like, you don't have to be black or Spanish to fucking say it. Like, who cares? And then second, always change the exact place she said she came from. Dude, that is fucking hilarious. Dude, that is like the mark of a liar. Where they're like, whoa, yo, what city are you from? Oh, I'm from Brooklyn, man. You know me. I'm one of the Brooklyn boys. It's like, I thought you were from the Bronx. Yeah, I'm a real Bronx guy. You know what I mean? It's like, I thought you were from Chicago. Yeah, you know me, man. Chirac, man. You know where I'm from. And it's like, what the fuck does that do? Like, dude, I would love to know if this bitch was married or not, and if her husband was in on it. Because imagine he was married the whole time and he didn't know, and he's like, can I ask, how come I never met your parents? Oh, my parents are really busy. They're really, they're not in the country. They died. They're both black, by the way. But, you know how it is. It's very busy out there. And then the third thing on this list of things to indict her on, use the N-word when it was in text the class was reading. Okay, like, what the fuck were you supposed to do? Like, what are you supposed to fucking... Like, if you're reading Huck Finn, you're gonna go, alright, guys, First of all, two things. One, who cares? Like, if you're reading a book and if it says nigga or nigger, it's like, whatever, it's in the text, you're gonna read it. That's like if you're reading about fucking some racist shit that happened in the past, you're actually delegitimizing it if you say N-word, because they didn't say N-word. When motherfuckers went from Chicago to Money, Mississippi, they fucking got the hard R, bro. That's what happened. It's just what happened. And then the second thing is, why are you reading out loud? Like, what fucking shitty college is this where you have popcorn reading, where they're like, all right, fucking you read first, you read second, when we get to the N-words, I'll say it, because I'm black, Latino, and I'm a strong, proud woman. I don't know. I don't understand. But Lord knows this is some fuckery going on here. This was not just for her, like, it might have been for her own, like, monetary gain. Like, I don't know if she did anything that, you know, for example, you could get a scholarship if you're African American, for example. I don't know if she did anything like that. If she did, that's double fucked up, but Lord knows this is all for her self-esteem.
A spokesperson for George Washington University said the university is aware of her article and is looking into this situation.
That's fucking hilarious, dude. Why the... Again, completely unnecessary, completely retarded, and now, like, that's the thing about lying. Like imagine if, like, that was the only thing she lied about. She's like, okay, I'm not really white, I'm not really black, I'm actually white. And then, like, everything else, she actually believed in it. She was like, yeah, I love black people. Yeah, like, researching, da-da-da. Like, what part of her life is a truth and what part of her life is a lie? It seems like the fact that you went that long, and the only reason she said that is because she got exposed. Because, as you can see, even recently, there was, like, a video of her just talking shit, which was hilarious to hear, and saying that as a black person, I feel this way, or a black person, I feel that way. Again, anecdotal. It's not fact, but... It's all falsehood. Like, it's fucking weird.
I also want to call out all these white New Yorkers who waited 4 hours with us to be able to speak and that did not yield their time to black and brown indigenous New Yorkers who thought that their sense of, I thought cops was here to protect us, but I guess they're not. Boy, you think that this sort of like shock and empathy thing is the move.
Oh no, I just got oh my god, I just got goosebumps. Holy shit. Oh my god almighty, please God don't tell me oh my god, she's really, oh my god almighty, dude. She's really, like, trying to change the way she talks. Like, you heard that, like, you know, you think this shock and awe thing is really the move? And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, okay, if you're saying, like, here's the thing. I don't know what part of her is true and what part of her is false. So I'm going to go ahead and assume everything about her is a fake and a fraud. It sounds like she's purposely trying to speak a certain way to sound more black. You know what I mean? Like, where she's, like, trying to get that fucking... Instead of saying isn't, she's saying ain't. Instead of saying were, she's saying was. You know what I mean? Like, fair enough. If you don't have perfect English... You know, for me personally, like, I haven't always had the perfect amount of English. Like, I remember I said authenticate instead of authenticate for the longest time. And then some white person roasted me on it. I'm like, fuck! Like, I'm not proud of that shit. I don't want to fuck up words. So, like, the fact that this bitch is like, you know, fucking, you know, we was over there and we ain't going down. It's like, dude, okay, if you talk like that, fair enough, but you're a fucking fraud. You've already been proven to be a false flag transracial operation. Why the fuck are you talking like that and trying to get brownie points? Because black people don't hear that. Black people don't hear people go was, ain't, and whatever, and they go, because he's saying that he is black. If you were to say weren't, if you were to use contractions and speak quote-unquote proper, he would not be black. But because he's talking like that, he's black. That, like, dude, that is so cringeworthy.
So a couple of things. You was talking about chair. You was talking about...
See what I mean? You was. Not you were. You was. She knows what the fuck she's doing, bro. She's trying to appeal to a certain audience, which is fucking cringeworthy.
Moving against the gang database. What's up with that? Because last I checked, that's still operating. Last I checked, that's still up. You talk about us to show up. Been shown up in all these neighborhood council meetings trying to fight gentrification. Ain't nothing changed. And then real quick, I want to talk about some of my experiences in the Bronx. On Thursday. So, you know, y'all heard from a few people who were there, and thank you, much power to all my siblings who were standing up, my black and brown siblings who were standing. Y'all know what it was.
Hold up, dude. Y'all know what it was. Dude, dude, this is really hard to watch. I knew she was a fucking fraud, but the fact that she's saying my black and brown siblings, like, you don't have to be black. Like, you're all part of the same human race. Like, everything she's saying, she could have continued to say if she said, yeah, I'm white and Jewish, or I'm fucking just white, Italian, Irish, whatever the fuck she is. Like, she's literally, like, you've ever seen Do the Right Thing, with that old Spike Lee movie, where in the pizzeria, one of the brothers tells the other brother that, like, he hates being white, like, he wish he was black.
Pino, all you ever talk about is nigga this and nigga that. And all your favorite people are so-called niggas.
It's different. Magic, Eddie, Prince are not niggas. I mean, they're not black. I mean, let me explain myself. They're not really black. I mean, they're black, but they're not really black. They're more than black. It's different.
It's different?
Yeah, to me, it's different.
Pino, deep down inside, I think you wish you were black.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's like that situation where she oddly hates herself. Like, she literally hates who she is. She's, like, taking this pride in being something that she's not. Like again, you could be white and say all this shit. And not only that, like, why are you taking so much pride in something you have no control over? Like, black people have no control over whether they're black or white. They're black. They're forced to be black. You can have a control over the way you think, the way you feel, and the thing that, you know, you can say, oh, I'm white, I'm black, I support this because X, Y, and Z. Like, what makes people unique and what makes people important is the way they think and the way they express themselves. Like, I don't fucking look at Malcolm X and go and look at his skin and go, all right, I'm going to listen to Malcolm X. He's legitimate. It's literally what he said and the way he expressed himself. It has nothing to do with the color of his skin. That's a part of it. That's part of his identity. That's a part of, like, what fueled his thinking and his feeling. But it's not the only reason you listen to Malcolm X or Martin Luther King or fucking A. Philip Randolph. It's literally the point is to listen to what they have to say. Like, how is she this ignorant where even black people don't look at fucking Malcolm X and go like, oh yeah, he a real one for being black. Like, that's a part of it, but that's not the only part. That's like fucking, that's like if Eminem came out and he's like, guys, I'm really black this whole time, and people go, holy shit, I love Eminem even more now. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with people? It's so corny.
Right? It was led by a group called Decolonize This Place. The NYPD is a colonial occupation force. Let's be real honest.
Wait, what? The NYPD is a colonial occupation force? Oh, wait a second. The NYPD is a colonial occupation force. What the fuck does that even mean? You could say it's imperialistic. You could say it has colonial, but a colonial occupation. What the fuck?
Y'all know they're being trained by the IDF.
Oh shit! Hold up. That, you know what's funny? Out of everything she said there, that's probably the thing that'll get her the most trouble. The JDL's about to smack this bitch in the back of her head. Fucking, they were being trained by the IDF. Which is hilarious, because, like, I remember people bringing that up as being, quote-unquote, anti-Semitic, when it's like, dude, they're just getting military training. Okay, they're getting military training from, like, some Israeli dude. Like, why does that fucking matter? Like, again, a fucking weird identity politics. But, listen, at the end of the day, I think that, me personally, I think I need to try to be more open-minded. You know what I mean? America has come a long way. We went through the civil rights movement, giving more rights to black Americans. We went through the women's rights movement. We went through, you know, Mexican Americans, gay Americans. And now I think it's time to give the rights that they deserve transracial Americans, white people that want to be black people that want to be blacker people. I think they deserve the right to be who they want to be. If they want to go through a corrective surgery to get more melanin in their system, what's wrong with that? I think that they should be able to legally change their race. What's wrong with that? Dude, I don't know how many people do this, but there has to be more. There's never just one, dude. There's never just one. Even the things that are most egregious, like, even though there's only one Hitler in history, there were other people who thought like Hitler and fucked with that. Just like with like, terrible things like terrorism, pedophilia, like one thing happens, but there, like whenever you see one cockroach, there's a bunch of other roaches too. So I would love to know if there's like some sleeper cell black people who, like, some famous people too, that, like, you find out The Rock comes out, he's like, actually, I'm half Irish and half Italian. I don't even have any Momoan in me. I'm nothing. I'm just fucking Italian and Irish. Like, just come out the closet. It's 2020. It's time for transracial people to have their rights, have their spot. And the good thing about transracialism is that you could just flip it real quick. Just be like, yo, you think I'm racist? Myself is black. Never mind my best friend is black. I'm black. How can I be racist? So, at the end of the day, at least something good came out of 2020, something that's very interesting. And let me just say, I'm very happy to know that it's a bunch of dumb white bitches, because Lord knows, please tell me that there's some fucking guy out there pretending to be fucking Malik Johnson or fucking Jerome Powell or whatever the fuck. You find out the dude, the head of the Federal Reserve is really black. And then, I don't know, dude. Like I said, there's definitely more out there. It's going to be like Pokemon. It's going to be hard, but I want to catch them all. I want to see them all. And you know what? It's their time, bro. It's 2020. It's time to move forward and try to have rights for everyone.
At the end of every single video, make sure you ask people to rate and subscribe to your content. It makes them feel like they're involved even though they're really not. And most importantly, make sure they comment on every single video. If you have to, disguise it. You know, call it something like the question of the day. And really make them think you're gonna really read it when you really don't have to. Ha ha ha!